Hey, what's up, people's Devontae back in the house, repping the Ajax shirt, yes sir. But no football news today, man. Even though Arsenal just dropped the release video, right, the presentation video for Martin Zubimendi, announcing Martin Zubimendi, good signing, happy with that. But maybe I'll say that for another video. But we're gonna talk some hip hop. Drizzy Drake just dropped a new song. What Did I Miss? And preview some songs for the upcoming Iceman album. And Drake, if you asked me what did I miss, I'm gonna tell you missed the point. This guy, man, oh man, oh man. You need to pick a side, bro. Do you want to be the bully? Right? Do you want to be this mob boss and all this stuff? Or do you want to be the victim? So that means suing rappers and all this stuff and feel some type of way and talk about all your friends and whatever, this and this and that. You gotta pick a side, bro. You gotta pick a struggle. Because I'm getting like sick of the repetitiveness about you being a victim and the mob boss at the same time. It's been going on for too long. And let me tell you a little something, right? I'm gonna tell you a little something about me. I actually like some of Drake's music back in the early 2010s. You know what I'm saying? I like the stuff on Take Care. I like the stuff on Nothing Was the Same. Thank Me Later. If you're reading this, it's too late. I like that. Views, I like Views, man. But ever since Views, right? After Back to Back, right? After the Meek beef, it's been, and especially after the beef, it's been from to horrible. Like this song is but what makes it horrible is the lyrical content, man. This guy talking about, if I don't give a fuck if you love me, I don't give a fuck if you hate me. Then why are you still subbing LeBron James and Kendrick Lamar? You know what I'm saying? This guy talking about, oh yeah, some dancing at the pop-out, but been dick riding gang since headlines. Well, you got LeBron James tattoo. Who's dick riding who? They rhyme, by the way, but like who's dick riding who, bro? You're going after a basketball player who's dancing to a song. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I hate? You know what I hate about it, right? It's because it's a hip-hop beef, right? It's a hip-hop beef. And I said this on my previous videos, right? People are allowed to dance with whatever song is hitting. Just because the subject matter, what Kendrick was saying, officer, it was hurtful or whatever. It was harsh. Oh, now you cannot dance to the song no more. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I do understand when somebody calls your friend or whatever, like something, and you like, but it's a hip hop beef. It's a hip hop beef. It's not like it's some real life shit going on. It's like niggas is about to get shot or stabbed or whatever over this. It's not. It's hip hop. So we're not supposed to keep it hip hop then? Oh yeah. He called my friend so whatever. What? So oh no. LeBron James is not a rapper, first of all, right? So he's not gonna like pick your side and diss back. He's not gonna do that. LeBron James is a basketball player. And as far as I know, Drake, you are in an industry where nobody is to be trusted. Everybody is using each other for personal gains. LeBron James will look at you like some type of dude, right? Like that. It's like, oh, that's my dog for life. You should know that out of everybody in the industry where everybody's using each other for personal gains, sometimes it can be like blossom into like a real friendship. It can. But they're not like you expect some type of loyalty from people that they're not your blood relatives or they didn't grow up with you. If it's Chubbs, right? If it was Chubbs or something, right? Like that was dancing to Not Like Us or whatever, I could say, okay, yeah, fine, because you grew up with Chubbs. Speaking of Chubbs, right? We'll get to that later. You know, actually, we'll get to that later, right? But I'm sick and tired, bro. I'm sick and tired. The way he been handling himself after the beef is embarrassing. And you know who makes it worse? The stands. The stands are making it worse because they're doing acrobatics, right? Pour some maple syrup on the Canadian Jimmy and doing acrobatics on it. Because they're stands. And everything he does, he can't do no wrong. And y'all the same people that don't hold him accountable. But you know what? Y'all a reflection of him. Y'all a reflection of him. Because y'all immature, childish, and have no accountability whatsoever, just like him. You got these motherfuckers like talking about, if you don't like it, then listen to me. If you hate Shaq, why don't drop music for the public to hear. Right? You're dropping music for the public to hear. You are Drake. Everybody knows you. Your songs will get heard everywhere. People are going to have an opinion. Who the fuck are you to tell people what they can and cannot do? Especially when it comes to music. Everybody's going to have an opinion. Y'all talk about, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Y'all the same motherfuckers, and I know you are the same motherfuckers, right, that go to these hip-hop blogs or whatever the fuck, when Kendrick Lamar or Pusha T drops, right, and like whatever song playing, it's talking about, oh, it's garbage. We don't want to hear the lyrical miracle. It's garbage. It's garbage. We don't want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that. Y'all the same motherfuckers up front for to hate on Kendrick Lamar and Pusha T, but then talk to us about, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. How about you shut the fuck up? If you don't want to hear criticism, how about you shut the fuck up and go somewhere else then? Because y'all the same as your boy. He don't want to hear criticism. Everybody has to praise him, right? Joe Budden critiqued him about his Views album. He felt some way. He was all up in his feelings, like his songs. Kendrick Lamar challenged him to like a friendly sparring match when he did Control. And even All Euphoria. But he felt some way. Y'all as sensitive as him, but you're talking about, but y'all the same motherfuckers that quick to bash other people. And I know you're going to say, but you like Kendrick Lamar, you're a Kendrick fan. Yes, I am. But I don't tell you, I'm the first to tell you, I don't like fucking Mr. Morale. I respect it, but I don't like the album. I'll be the first to tell you. I don't got no attachment to these celebrities. What am I supposed to say? All praise him, all praise him. Fuck that. Even Michael Jackson. My idol. But I'm quick to tell you which Michael Jackson song I don't like and I do like. Michael Jackson he's not perfect. Neither is Drake. But y'all act like he's perfect. I think he himself thinks he's perfect. You're not perfect. Because if that's the case, why is everybody against you all of a sudden? Why everybody they didn't switch sides all of a sudden. It's been going on for years that people that you was fucking with all of a sudden turn their back on you. If it's one person or two, I can say, okay, yeah, it can happen, right? But it's a lot of people. It's a vicious cycle going on. But nobody wants to hold him accountable. Nobody was nobody tell him, oh, maybe it's a you problem. And he don't look at himself like it's his fault. No, it's not my fault. It's their fault. You know what it is? Narcissism. It's everybody else's fault but Drake. You know what I'm saying? And the content shows it, man. The content shows it. And then you got, I was arguing with this person, right? This woman on Twitter talking about, but what do you want him to rap about? You know, like, how about you just fucking make some good music? How about you just grow the fuck up? I'm not expecting Nas, right? You know what? This is a perfect example, right? When Jay-Z and Nas had their thing going on, right? I don't expect Nas or Jay-Z to keep going and talk about the same thing all day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, everybody turned against me or whatever. Oh, yeah. Jay-Z rapping about his boy DeHaven turning on him. Or Nas talk about nature turning on or whatever. Like, oh, his baby mama and all this stuff, right? For every album. Or he got no friends for 10 years. Do something else. Be creative. But Drake is not that creative anyway. But be creative, mature. That's why people love 444. That's why people love Nas King's Disease albums and Magic albums. Nas is not rapping the same, the Illmatic and It Was Written material in 2025. And as a matter of fact, you know what? A perfect example, right? Jim Jones is throwing shots at Nas. Is Nas responding? He could, but is he responding? How many people have still been subbing Jay or throwing shots like Nicki Minaj, like throwing shots at Jay? Is Jay responding? They're on other stuff. And I mean, of course, Drake played I'm too big to respond game before. He did it before. But it was mostly like, I would say, when rappers were trying to be on some rapper shit, he would always act like he's too big to respond. And that, of course, like when he was young. But now you're hitting 40. You're hitting 40. You got a son, right? You got other stuff to worry about, man. This guy's still talking about all friends, so friends this and friends that. Drake, I'm 8 years younger than you, I think. And I've already learned that hard lesson in my 20s when it comes to friends. And it's like the same Jody Watley song. And I hope y'all remember that song. For the people who do remember that song. It's like this, like the song goes. Friends will let you down. Friends won't be around. If you need them most, where are your friends? Oh, friends are hard to find. Friends, yours and mine. Talking about your friends. Friends won't be here forever, bro. Friends won't be here forever. Sometimes you grow out of a friendship. It can happen because of certain paths in life y'all walking. It can happen. Or just because some people aren't really your friends. Just don't fuck with you like that. And you know, it shows, baby, because like you searching for attachment. And for people gonna say, oh yeah, what you get? Like, I'm just giving my opinion from what I'm seeing. I'm not saying like it's true or something. I'm just from what I'm seeing. You're looking for attachment to like whatever, right? Before I met my wife, right, I was attached to my friends too, but I knew that in the back of my mind, right, at some point they might not be around like that, and I had to learn the hard way. Because some of even my closest friends, right, when I decided that I was going to cut everybody off because I always gave them more than they gave me. There was only one person, and I told him on one of my videos, there was only one person that when that day happened that contacted me. That's a friend right there. Till this day, people still walk past by me that I knew from back in the day that I opened my doors for, right? That I was the first to contact them when something was going on, whatever, right? That passed me by like I'm a ghost. But I'm gonna tell you this, I'm not bothered by it, because you know what? I care about my life the most, my own life. I'm not bothered by it because I got a wife. I care for that. I care for what I have going on here in this house, what I have going on in my life. My life before anything else. I got a family who loves me. I got a wife who loves me. That's more important than friends who didn't love you as much as these people do. One day you'll probably have friends that'll be as loyal to the soil, whatever. And if I'm looking at what is Chubbs like not your dude, like. You act like you don't really got friends and stuff. Like, you got friends, bro. Like, you acting like a crybaby, bro. But then want to portray this mob boss, right? And walking around the pool in the video, right? Walking around the pool surrounded by guns while you're suing rappers. You have a lawsuit going on, bro. Yet you walking around guns while you're suing rappers. This is what I mean. You want to play victim or you want to play mob boss? Because if you wanted to be the mob boss, you would have done what you did. You would have said, "Oh yeah, it was a great battle, Kendrick, or whatever," and then still throwing subs or whatever, and say you're unbothered at the same time, and then throwing a lawsuit or whatever. I just don't get this guy sometimes, man. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and I feel like it will never change. But I feel like it's not up to us. It's not up to us. It's the person. He himself needs to look himself in the mirror and say, when is enough enough? It's time for a change. It's kind of like dealing with an alcoholic or something, like somebody who's drug addicted, or even like a guy that's like a very I had a friend once who also didn't want to listen. Was a narcissist as well and all that stuff, right? You can throw them into rehab. You can have interventions after interventions, but at some point, you can only do so much. Then your job is done. He needs to do it himself. Drake needs to look at himself and say, I need to handle this better. I need to change. I need a break. He himself needs to do that. But he's not that person. His ego's too big for that, first of all. And second of all, I don't think he knows when to stop. And there's also nobody in his life that tells him or that taught him when to stop. Because he'd been pampered. He had everything going for him. Spoiled. He never got to hear no until he met his match in Kendrick Lamar. And that's what it is. Bruised ego. Bruised ego. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, this is what I feel like this is what it's going to be for the remainder of his career. If you ask me, though. If you ask me. But as far as the song is concerned, is there. And again, like I'm just sick and tired of this bullshit, man. Like him trying to play both sides and then meanwhile doing this and then try to like portray like a gangster and all this and this and that. You're just a nerd. And I feel like Drake should have just embraced being that soft guy. I feel like there was nothing wrong with it. Of course, people made fun of it. I made fun of it. Like I made fun of Drake when he was like the soft guy, take care of all that stuff. He should have just embraced it. Because people love Childish Gambino. He's not a gangster. People love Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator is making like he's not making tough guy music or something like, you know. Drake should have just stayed in his lane. But you know what? It's whatever. Subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. PJ's POV, link in the description. And I'm out.